There's one type of content that does good on all platforms.
I want quality over quantity. I think people undervalue that. I feel like people post a lot of quantity but don't really focus on the quality.
You got to be patient and consistently learning and get better with the equipment, with the way that you speak, and you have to be very creative with what you do.
Let me tell you the secret in the industry. A lot of people buy their followers, I can tell you that.
What is up, guys? Welcome to Focus. My name is Louis.
My name is Jacob Rodriguez.
This is episode number 28.
Yes, sir, and episode number 28.
We are here every single Monday. If you guys want to support us, drop a like, subscribe to us. And before we begin, a little bit of background about ourselves. We are both entrepreneurs. I have a videography business, and I scaled up a fitness page all the way to 100,000 followers on Instagram.
And I run Mexican restaurants in the state of Connecticut that do over 8 figures yearly.
Ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to give you the hack and all the key that you need in order to grow on Instagram. Now, this could be, well, we could talk about organically, and we could also talk about the other way.
The artificial way.
Yeah, the way that
Most people grow.
most people grow. Yeah, there's a big problem with that one. But before we get into that one, organically, how do we grow organically? Growing organically on Instagram is super hard. Jacob, you already know this. Jacob has a social media page. He's had it way before we even met.
Yeah. And in the last year, I probably gained, I think 500 followers. And it's not easy. It's not easy to definitely grow, but I think there's some type of patterns you need to follow. The consistent posting daily or every 2 days, 3 days to really keep people interacting inside your page, as well as collaborating with other people. But honestly, this is not my specialty. This is definitely Luis's specialty because he grew a page up to 100K and on TikTok and on other platforms as well. So this is more of your round.
Yeah. Every single page grows differently depending on the niche that you have. But there's one type of content that does good on all platforms. It's entertainment.
Yeah.
You've seen it on your page. There's a couple videos on the Puerto Vallarta page, which is the restaurant page, that are entertainment that have gotten millions of views.
Yeah.
Now, if we would consistently post that, which is something that we're not trying to do, the page would get a shit ton more followers.
Yeah, I think, our entertainment videos, one of them has 3.9 million views, the other one has 3.7 million views. And, that's all great. There's hundreds of thousands of likes, 30,000 shares, crazy, a lot of interactions in the video. But the issue is that it's not really anything that really promotes my business. So that's the issue of that's the reason why Luis and I kind of started going away from the entertainment side. And obviously having a post here and there, but also keeping it to our roots, which is the food and the drinks and the quality of service, which is the most important thing to us.
Yep, and that's the representation of his restaurant. That's what we're trying to focus on. The product, what people are going into the restaurant, what type of atmosphere and everything they get. But the way to grow on Instagram organically is not just by posting every single day, because consistency is a big key. When I used to have my fitness page, I started from the bottom, 0 followers, and I noticed that there are some videos that got more views than others, and that's what motivated me to continue. And you just pretty much have to look at the videos, like the views, the 5,000, 6,000. If you know some videos are working, start to analyze those videos and see why those videos are getting more views, and do them better. So a lot of people that started Instagram and the fitness content and all that, bro, I've seen so many people who could have blown up, but they didn't want to post anymore.
Well, I think the thing is with you, Luis, is that you kind of found your niche, and your niche was like that dark,
it was
motivational gym content, which no one was doing at the moment, and then you kind of blasted that. And so you got really viral off of like viral songs and stuff like that, like your gym playlist and stuff like that, which are not even songs I don't think you listen to, right? Or are they?
No, that was my actual playlist.
Yeah. So he went super viral for that. I think it was like hardcore viral gym songs. Or
It
something
was
like that.
yeah, it was like rock and dubstep at the same time.
Yeah,
Those
so
videos were
he-
reaching a lot. Like
he millions and millions of views, and honestly, like millions of likes. And so I don't know how many parts you did, but you did a bunch of parts of that. And it's because it did so well that it kept growing and growing and
Dude.
growing. And you got more followers on your Spotify playlist, and
dude, my
everything as
Spotify.
well.
I never actually told people how I came up with that.
What?
Dude, I was an animal. Like what I'm telling you, I'm researching constantly how to make these videos blow up. Like I was on that shit. And one thing that you can do if you're starting off is look up videos that are already doing views, that are already working, that have millions of views, and grab that view and make it better. That's how you grow on Instagram.
Yeah.
You literally, it's a copy paste. That's what everybody's doing. Why do you think everyone starts to do the memes? Because it's
easy.
already working.
Yeah.
The moment you post it, it's gonna get a bunch of views. And that's what you wanna kind of follow. You wanna always check what's getting views and grab that and make it better. You don't wanna make a video identical because people are gonna be coming at you. But if you don't care, you could do it identical. I've done it in the past.
Yeah.
Growing on my fitness page, I've done it. But one thing I've always done as well is make them better.
I think also the quality is super important. And Luis,
Oh, no, yeah.
what separated Luis from everybody else in the fitness industry is that everybody in the fitness industry was just using their iPhone. And Luis would set up his angles, his lighting with a professional camera and invested the time into color grading, which a lot of people don't know what's about. And honestly, like me, I have no clue what color grading truly is, but he's an expert in it. And so he invested so much time into his videos and editing that the quality came out astronomically well that he started getting a mass following. And so I think that's huge. And that's kind of the reason I wanted to hire Luis as well to work with us, because of the high quality work that he did. Because I could get anybody to do work on their iPhone and do memes and stuff like that and blow up the page. But that's not the point. I want the point to be a high quality page with high quality items. And, I want quality over quantity. I think people undervalue that. I feel like people post a lot of quantity but don't really focus on the quality. And honestly, for your business, that says a lot, because if you're giving a lot of quantity in your food and not any quality, people are not coming back,
No,
man.
yeah.
People are
Yeah.
not coming back. And so it's super important that you represent your business the way you want to be represented.
And you know what? I started implementing the high quality and all that when I obviously started taking Instagram a lot more serious, because in the beginning it was just a hobby. And then I started seeing the views on my videos go crazy. And then all of a sudden I realized everyone else is doing this. Like the people my competition were doing the same thing. And I'm like, all right, what do they have that I can improve? And it was the quality. I started buying crazy camera equipment, lighting, everything. Once I did that, everything went crazy. Because people go once they click on your page, they see this professional page, good quality, good content. They're like, "Yo, I want to keep following him because I want to know what's his next post going to be and what's his next post."
Yeah.
And you kind of get people in that loop and get people excited for your content, and you hook them in.
100%. And I've honestly tried to also connect with a lot of people through Instagram. So I've been doing a lot of collaborations, with the Puerto Vallarta page, with Carlos Ruiz, with Eduardo, our chefs, and our other mixologists from other events. And so it's really nice to collaborate with people, because you get more people to follow you from other areas, demographics, and everything like that. And so I've been slowly growing my page that way, but recently it's been growing a lot quicker than before. But it's been more constant posting. I think every single video that we do, TikTok, Reel, or whatever that we have, I collaborated so we could, try to get more more interactions, and people can see your face more often and they can become more familiar with you. And the Puerto Vallarta page, when I started with it, at least, it was at 2,000 followers. But the issue was that we had 7 different pages for the 8 restaurants. So it was just, each restaurant had their own page. It was Puerto Vallarta Orange, Puerto Vallarta Avon, Puerto Vallarta Salinton. But the issue was that the boomers were running the social media page. And so they had no clue how social media ran. And I just didn't see how efficient it was going to be to have 7 different Instagrams for one restaurant.
That's a lot of work. Like
That's
seven.
Well, the thing is there's not a lot of work because they never posted on them either. So it's just like if you put all your things together and focus on one page to promote your whole business, people know exactly who to follow. You know, they'll follow your brand, and then from there you start growing. And like, luckily, we're about to hit 30K followers on Instagram, and not luckily, it's been a lot of hard work. Honestly, it's been a lot of hard work. We've been trying to go at it for a while now. And so, but it's taken a lot of consistency through our Puerto Vallarta page, posting every single day, high quality photos, videos, reels, fundraiser events, anything like that. So we can get the community more involved into our page. And so, you know, Luis did it at a bigger level with his niche and his demographic, which was the young gym goers, gym goers, mostly young males, I'm assuming. That were
around our age, like 18, 26, around that
18
area.
to 26, but it was mostly males, right?
It was all, like the demographic was like 90% guys.
Yeah, 90% males. And so he hit it out of the park with that. And then from there, Luis honestly started focusing on his more business content. And we're growing that. The Focus Podcast is, I think, at 60K?
Yeah.
60K on IG.
Yep.
And so that kind of helps us keep growing, and little by little we know that these videos are going to start popping up more and more and more, and we've had a couple mini viral videos lately.
Well, right now we've seen a lot of improvement, and I know people are going to mention that, like, oh, you guys have no say in like how to grow an Instagram because you guys don't have any followers on YouTube. We are just starting off on YouTube. YouTube and Instagram are completely different platforms, and it's so much harder to grow on YouTube than it is on Instagram. But the only thing is that if you blow up on YouTube, that's life-changing.
Yeah.
Instagram, TikTok, all these, you can blow up, nothing happens. You probably have a little bit of clout for a little bit. You're not considered famous. I know some people are like, oh, bro, you're famous. You're not famous. It doesn't work like that. You had a video and went viral, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter. But YouTube, that's where the money is. That's literally life-changing right there.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, definitely. I know I have a couple friends in the fitness industry as well, and they're sponsored by Young LA, these big brands, and so they're really focused on YouTube as well, because YouTube is, first of all, it's the platform that pays the most. And so if you get consistent views on YouTube, you get a lot of money, and, and you constantly be getting checks from your videos, which is amazing. But not only that, you know, like Luis said, don't believe, like, you know, just because you have a good amount of followers on Instagram or on TikTok that you're famous, because let me tell you the secret in the industry. A lot of people buy their followers, I can tell you that.
Damn.
And we've been seeing it all the time.
Oh yeah.
And
it's getting even more clear, and it's so obvious because you just go to the comments. Go to the comments and you'll start to see it. If they have a lot of, well, actually they get engagement as well.
Yeah, but they buy the engagement as well.
It's like the how fast it goes viral. That's what gets us. Like in 2 minutes, 5 minutes, the video's already over 100,000 followers.
Views. Yeah. No, I think it's hilarious to us because at the beginning we're like, oh, dude, we would love to collaborate with this page. They have hundreds of thousands of followers.
Should we say what it is? Like
Let's not say it. Let's not call them out. But
do you think they watch our YouTube?
We would collaborate with we would collaborate with these pages. And dude, after 2 minutes, 5 minutes posted, it had 100,000 views and 6,000 likes. I'm just like, something's not, the math is not math. And you know, like our things could go viral, but they don't go viral that quickly. And so now that Luis and I see it more often, and it becomes so much more clear.
It's so repetitive too. It's like everybody that wants to collab, the people that we collab with is basically to promote the business.
Yeah.
But the videos just go. It's at this point, me and Jacob are like, "What the fuck is this? There's a business behind this."
Yeah, 100%. And I think I think you have to like know people to get into that kind of business, because it's kind of I don't know if it's like a membership thing or something like that, but like people definitely pay.
There's got to be a group,
more followers, and then more likes and more comments, and probably like 1 out of 40 videos are genuinely like go viral. But the rest of them are all bought. Everybody buys their followers. Everybody buys their likes, their views, their comments. I didn't even know you could do that, and people are doing it.
Yeah.
And we see it more and more often every single day. And so it's like we had this one person we collaborated with, and they used to do like gym and fashion content, and they started doing food content. And apparently their food content was way more viral.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm just like, dude, that's immediately
viral. Like it doesn't. That's not how shit works. You don't get famous overnight.
And it was a completely different niche to what he was doing.
Yeah.
So it was like it was like his second or third video posting food content, and they were all viral. I'm like, dude, this is not, the math is not mathing, because I know that when we post things and we don't promote them, we don't pay for ads or anything like that, they don't do that well. So how is this guy getting so many?
But you
views,
know
so many
what?
followers?
I respect them, bro, because
They're hustling, yeah.
bro, they got us.
Yeah.
They got us. They did. They got us because we were willing to pay for it because of what we were seeing, but it turned out that what we were saying was just an illusion.
Yeah.
And you could actually use that. It's one
He
thing
hustled.
that
He hustled us. He
yeah,
hustled.
bro.
Yeah.
One thing in life that you got to realize that everything's a business.
100%.
Literally everything's a business. There's ways to make money everywhere, and these guys found something on Instagram that's very creative. I'm assuming this is how it works. They promote their video, so they post a video and they drop like $100 on the video for promotion.
Exactly.
The video gets a bunch of views. They hit up the restaurants. Hey, listen, look at my engagement, look at my views, look at my likes.
Yeah.
I could do the same thing for you in exchange for this. And then the restaurant sees it and they're like, wow, this is amazing. Wow, they get really good engagement. Listen, let's do it, man.
But the thing is like, it's horrible because, it's unfortunate because most restaurant owners are very old. They're much older.
They get,
and so
yes.
they don't understand how social media works and and how you get views and how you get followers. And so that they fall for that stuff, and we fall for it,
dude. No, if we fall for that, everyone's
we learn from it
immediately. Yeah.
So the thing is like, compared to older people, they're not learning from that situation because they're like, oh, dude, this video is super well, but little they know, all of that is fake.
They're probably bragging about it, like, dude, look at it.
Yeah.
But you know what? They're still paying for it to get promoted, so people are seeing the video, but for it to be organically like boom, it's that's not a real
I don't
thing.
even think it's like real views. I think it's like
all
Indian
bots.
bots and
All
something like
bots.
that, Chinese bots. I don't think it's really real. So that's honestly what we've been talking about for a little bit when it comes to growing in the social media. But for me, for example, I don't have that many followers, but one thing I did focus on, I told Luis last January at 2024, beginning of 2024, I told you my goal, or December, I told you my goal is to start posting at least once or twice a month, every single month.
Oh no, we killed that,
and we're killing that. And I already have 60 posts or something like that. And so it's great because I get to see how the page improves. I've been able to create more relationships because of the Instagram as well. And so I know that if I eventually keep doing it, it's gonna blow up even more, and I'm gonna have more people to connect with, a bigger network, and a bigger following. And I know that my specific niche, there's not enough people in my niche, restaurateurs, especially young restaurateurs. So the goal is that eventually that's gonna blow up. And I know for sure it's gonna blow up because there are barely any young restaurateurs in this industry, because this industry is such a tough industry, long hours, hard work, that if I hit the right crowd and I have the right video, it's gonna go viral.
Yeah, and they're not doing it like we're doing it.
And we're bilingual.
Yeah,
and
we're bilingual.
and so it opens up our doors to so many
we got
opportunities.
good quality. We got entertainment. Like our entertainment's like, we got educational stuff when it comes to restaurant related, business related. Like there's a lot going on the page. We keep people that we're building a nice
loyal crowd,
a little crowd, but they're excited about what we post.
100%.
And there's two routes. You could go the organic route, which is what we're doing, but will take longer, but will be
More beneficiary
in the long run. Yeah, because when you blow up, you get boom, it's done. The other side, you're just gonna get a bunch of followers, and you're not gonna be able to do anything unless you're like these other guys that we've been hiring.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is you kind of, it's like a trick, So it's like Black Friday. I think that's the biggest comparison I can get. Black Friday, it's the day they give sales out, so they'll be like, oh, 50% off these items. But little do they know is the month before they marketed the price up 50%, so they're not losing $1 on it.
Yeah.
So we have 50% off this $15 item. Oh, but it's actually the item, they raised it up to $30, and they just give you 50%, so it's actually $15. And so the thing is it's an illusion, and we're not falling for that illusion anymore. We're not falling for it anymore. We fell for it, but that's the only way you can actually run a business, though. you have to learn the hard way. And so we've spent money, we've learned the hard way, but now we know who is real, who has real interactions.
We've had two legit people that we've seen that are organic, and I know by the comments they mention their name a lot.
Yeah.
When you see I notice that when they're engaging with the person making the video, that's how you know things are a little bit more organic.
And so I don't know. It's super exciting. It's a fun journey, you know, growing on social media because it's very humbling.
For anybody who wants to get into social media, I'm assuming you, since you're watching this video, it's a long game, and you got to be patient and consistently learning and get better. With the equipment, with the way that you speak, and you have to be very creative with what you do. And let me give you a really big hack, because I wanted to mention it earlier about the video with the playlist. I created this trend that literally every single video that I posted in regards to this trend was over 5 million views. And the way I found this was doing R&D. I was doing very big research, but I wasn't going into America. I went into other countries. So the best way to find content that will do good and you're the only one doing it in America is to go to other languages and other countries. So I went.
That's funny. I see it all the time, honestly. I see it a lot right now with Spanish. So I'll see a trend in English, and then people start doing it in Spanish, and they blow up,
bro,
because no one's doing it in Spanish.
Exactly, and I did that with the trend. I found in Spain, I saw this guy. It was a kid, bro, no followers. Like, he was just like a regular dude, and he posted this video, and I happened to scroll by it, and I click on it, and I'm like, this video fucking blew up, and this guy has no followers. This guy's just a random. Like, bro, if I did this in English, it'll blow up overnight.
Yeah.
And I literally just copied what he did, but in English. It was in Spanish. That video was literally, boom.
We translated it.
Bro, the next day, over 4 million views.
And, you know, Luis, it's funny because Luis and I are kind of deciding whether we do our content in English or Spanish, too, because we see that there's a big lack of, like, you know, what we do in Spanish.
There is.
And so we might eventually go to Spanish, but we'll always keep the English content in there as well. But honestly, I've enjoyed doing the Spanish content because the Spanish content is fun to do, and also it's like talking in Spanish is like a different personality as well because you say a lot of different cultural things that are very different.
Bro, we sound so different when we speak in Spanish.
Yeah, bro. And so you know, we might pop into some Spanish content later on in the future, and the videos haven't done poorly at all. They've been pretty well in Spanish, so. We might pursue that, but little by little, we're expanding what we're doing. We have a couple trips planned in the future as well, Luis and I, to get some more content out of state. I gotta get my passport so we can go out of the country as well for any future content. And little by little, we're gonna keep growing and expanding our network.
Of course, and yeah, guys, the number one thing that you need to do is be consistent, because 1-2 videos a week it might get you, depending on if you're posting 1-2 videos a week on any platform, they better be really good. If you're posting basic shit, you better be cranking that up, because the only way to get good is to be consistent, and that's how you learn. It's all practice. I'm still doing it. I've been doing this for over 5 years, and I'm still learning. There's a lot that goes into it. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching. We are here every single Monday, so drop a sub. These videos are free, right? These videos actually take hours to edit. This is something that people don't see, and we don't get a lot of views, so we're doing this for free for now. And then
enjoy my program.
And we're gonna build a cult following and get you guys to buy. Can you imagine?
Yeah, but thank you guys for watching. We appreciate it. Episode number 28, Luis. It was a pleasure.
This is 28?
28, I think. 28 or 29, somewhere around there.
It's 28. It's 28.
Yeah, it's a pleasure, and we're going to keep banging these out, dude.
Yep. With that being said, peace, guys.
Peace.